or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Sorry, I had one of those mornings where I'm like, of course I have time. And I didn't have time. So that inner glow, I'm really intrigued by this sense of, planting seeds in the deep of me, like the spring, like setting deep intentions on the inside and allowing them to flourish on the outside. Today we're going to follow the glow pattern that's been emerging, this arm thing that we started doing yesterday. So come rest onto your back for the beginning and then we'll move from there. Come. So landing in onto your back. Arrive. And just begin to rock your knees from side to side. Just sensing into the lower back, the spine, the hips, the knees. Nice. And then stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling and gently pull it down towards you. And then bend your knee and squeeze it up onto your chest. Stretch your right leg and pull it gently down towards you. And then bend your knee, squeeze it up onto your chest. And again, stretch your leg, pull it down towards you. Bend your knee, squeeze it up onto your chest. Now you're going to let that right leg travel. So let it travel out till it floats just above the floor, strong and long. And then bend your knee up onto your chest. Stretch your leg long. And then bend your knee up onto your chest. One more time. Stretch your leg long. Bend your knee up onto your chest. Cool. Other side. Left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Pull it down towards you. Bend your knee. Squeeze it in. Left leg long. Pull. Bend your knee. Left leg long. Pull. Bend your knee. Pull. Last one. Left leg long. Pull. Bend your knee. Pull. Now travel. Left leg long and just above the floor. Bend your knee. Squeeze it in. Left leg long. Bend your knee. Squeeze it in. Left leg long. Bend your knee. Squeeze it in. Left leg long. Bend your knee. Squeeze it in. Nice. So stretch both legs up towards the ceiling and roll into your ankles. Deep, deep circles. So feel like you're really meeting your structures, feeling, sensations, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bend your knees, squeeze them both in, and stretch both legs. Surge down into your heels. Bend your knees, squeeze them both in, and stretch down into your heels. Really feel the backs of your legs opening, the backs of your thighs opening. One last time. Bend your knees, squeeze them in. Stretch long into your legs. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling and then rock both arms over towards the right. And my hands are maybe 6 inches apart and both arms are straight, and then come back to center. I have an imaginary ball between my hands and then over towards the left. If here on the left, I don't have much space, so I've bent my elbows up, over towards the right, up, and over towards the left. And there's a space between my hands, so I have to somehow stabilize my hands in coordination with each other. I'm trying to keep the space constant. My feet are flat as I roll from one side to the other side. Nice. Pause. Just check in. How is all of that within you? Just notice in this moment as you rest here, where is your comfort or your ease or your connection or your strength, or what speaks to you of wellness in this moment? And that's going to feel really different depending on the context that you're lying in. So maybe because we're in the winter, warmth is wellness. Or maybe coziness is wellness. Maybe, who knows? Just feel that in your body in this moment. Where is your wellness? Nice. So we're going to be on our knees again today. We were on our knees yesterday. So if you want to get a blanket or even a pillow and put it underneath your knees, you're really welcome. Okay. So have a blanket or a pillow for the rest of the month, because we're going to be doing knees on the floor, maybe a lot. We'll see. Okay. So come all the way over and come rest into your child's pose. Have your arms long in front of you, head is down. And just walk your fingers a little bit further forward, like they're trying to creep forward, and take your rib cage with it. Nice. Rising all the way up. And then arch your back, look forward. Round your back. And as you round your back, drag your hands along the floor, coming up like a zombie. And then swing your right arm across with your left hand across the back of your thigh into elephant to the left. And then elephant to the right. Come back to center, bend both elbows, reaching up, really, really tall. Turn your palms forward, pull your elbows down into swan, soften your face, smile on your face. Reaching up, drop your hands down, reach your hands forward, your back is rounding, arch your back, look forward, round your back deeply. Arch your back forward, look forward. Round your back deeply. One more time. Drag your hands along the floor, coming up like a zombie. Reach your right arm over towards the left. And then your left arm over towards the right. Both hands are forward. Bend your elbows, reaching up really, really strong. Pull your elbows down into swan. Reaching up. Round forward. Hands to the floor, arching your back. Rounding your back. Push back into your downward dog. Heels are on the floor, perhaps, or moving towards the floor. And just find a sense of stillness, a sense of connection in this moment. Breathe into this moment in your body. Nice. Turn both toes towards the right-hand side of your mat. Bend both knees. And as you bend your knees, they're also pointing towards the right. Keeping your left hand on the floor, drop your left bum down to the floor. So you're sitting sideways with your left bum on the floor. Come all the way back up. Turn your toes towards the left-hand side of your mat. Bend your knees so your knees are pointing towards the left. Keep your right hand on the floor and drop your right buttock to the floor. And then come back up. So travel from side to side, toes towards the right, left bum goes down, and I'm sitting down near my feet as I sit here. There's a gap between my foot and my hand. My hip and my hand. Push back into your downward dog. Turn your toes to the left. Sit your right bum down. Nice. One more time each side. Back up to center. Both toes towards the right. Sit your left bum down. Come back up. Turn your toes towards the left. Sit your right bum down. Nice. Come on, all the way back up. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. So it's reaching up and back behind you, and point into your toe. And imagine that you can create length from your right hand all the way back into your right foot. And then bend your right knee. And imagine that your foot is going to hit the back of your left buttock or the back of the left shoulder. And just pause there. Knees as high as you can imagine. Right hand is pushing fiercely into the ground. Nice. Stretch your leg, bring it to the floor. Lengthen the left foot up towards the ceiling. Connecting back into the foot. Long, strong line from the left hand all the way back into the left foot. Bend your knee. And imagine that your foot's going to come to your bum or to your right shoulder. It's never going to get there, but we have this imagination. Push deeply down into that left hand. Stretch your leg, bring your foot to the floor. Walking forward, bring your elbows to your knees. Pause. So bring your fingers to the front of your right shoulder and imagine you can bring your elbow to the floor and then pull your elbow up towards the ceiling. Bring your elbow down towards the floor and then up towards the ceiling. And my elbow swinging back, it's like a handbag. It swings back towards my right hip and then up towards the ceiling, back towards my right hip, down towards the floor. It's not touching the floor, by the way, okay? Back towards my hip and up, back towards my hip and down. Last one, back towards my hip and up, and then extend your arm. Breathe into your belly. So if extending your arm is not fun for you, it's not something that your arm wants to do, then stay bent, okay? Or pull your elbow down to an angle that feels good for you. Always adapting, always listening to your body. And remember to smile, open into your chest. Notice the gesture of your face. What was it? What's your resting face like? Bring your elbow to your knee. And then bring your fingers to the front of the left shoulder and imagine you can bring your elbow to the floor. Swing it back towards your hip and then up towards the ceiling. Hip, floor, hip, ceiling. Smilingly, softly into your face. How do you move? Cultivating a sense of smoothness in your inner landscape. Not what's the most effort that you can do, but how do you move smoothly, tending to the insides of you as you move. Next time your elbow goes up, reach your arm up. Maybe this arm doesn't want to go all the way up. See how that is? Adapting, listening, creating. Super. Bend your elbow, hands to the floor, knees to the floor, and just do a few cat pose. Rounding your back, arching your back, rounding, arching, and then a coordination. Coordination is where you squeeze your right hip towards your right shoulder, left hip, left shoulder. Your head travels from side to side. How deeply can you lean into the side of your body? Smilingly, softly in your face. Take your heart with you. Take your inner landscape with you. So focus, it's like juggling your attention. You're noticing the shapes and the feelings of your muscles, but you're also attending to the inner landscape of you, the inner feeling of you. So connect to your softness as you rock, and then just resting back into a child's pose. Pausing, deepening, softening. Nice. Come all the way up. Go up to stand. All the way up. Nice. And if you have a stick or a wall, bring your right hand to it. Yes, I'm going to use that there. And your hand is straight out from your shoulder. And your feet are parallel. And then pull your right elbow down towards your right hip. And as you do that, let your left hip travel towards the wall. And then as you reach your right arm over, lean away from the wall. So use the wall as you draw your elbow down, as you reach your arm over. Elbow comes down, right arm goes over, softening into your face, softening and really meeting the deep heart of you, your throat, your shoulders, your neck. So slow the movement down if you feel like you're contracting your neck and shoulders in a way that's extra to the movement. Be really soft. I have to move a little bit away from the wall. My hip is softening and I can go a bit deeper. So how do you soften your insides and let them express on the outsides? Nice. Next time your right hand travels over, pause. How soft can you be in your face right now? How deep can you be in your breath? Can you be radiant? I'm trying to lean my right hip further and further away from the wall. Nice, come all the way back. Wow, I feel very crooked now. So other side. So bring your right hand to the wall. Yes, that'll work. And then reach your left hand towards the wall, over your ear. And then pull your left elbow down. And as your left elbow comes down, let your hip travel towards the wall. And you soften your face. Can you slow down that you stay bodyful or, mindful of the gesture in your face, the expression on your face? Can you soften your breath? Can you soften the insides of you to be expressed more on the outsides? Don't let them be disconnected. Let them be cohesive, coherent, harmonic, resonant. Glow is making me very expansive, it seems. So reach your left hand over toward the wall. Soften your face. Resonant, expansive, coherent, radiant, soft. And come all the way back. Nice. One more movement before we come to the floor. So bring your left hand to the wall. Which foot will we do? Yeah, so lift your right foot up and place it on top of your left knee. And then bend forward and look at your foot. If you want to take your hand off the wall and just bring your left elbow to the wall, you can. If you want to bring both hands to your foot, you can. And just make sure you can balance. How much support do you need? Maybe you reach down, you've just dropped your sock and you're like, oh, I need to pick up my sock. So right hand reaches down to touch the floor. Maybe your left hand reaches down to touch the floor. How much support do you need for that to happen? You can have your bum on the wall, maybe. See, can you bring both hands to the floor? Can you rest your forearm on the back of your arms? No, your shin on the back of your arms. Can you sit your bum down a little bit more? Nice, come all the way up. Other side, so right hand to the wall. Lift your left foot up, bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. I'm just bending forward, look at your foot. Maybe bring your elbow to the wall. Maybe take your hand off the wall. Slow down, Ciara. Nice. So reach your left hand down, touch the floor. Maybe, see. Reach the right hand down, touch the floor, maybe. Maybe reach both. And maybe your your shin comes to the back of your arms. Nice. All the way up. Roll into your hips. As you roll, soften your heart, soften your throat, soften your face. Nice. Come lie on the floor, all the way down. Land. So, what layer of you, how deeply can you be with all of you, or parts of you, or bits of you, or one specific place in you? And just be present to that. Connecting to sensations, connecting to your body, connecting to this moment. Soften yourself and receive, listen, be present. Pause there or roll over onto your side. As you roll onto your side, pause and just set your intention for the day. That inner intention of an aspect of you or a sensation within you, and aspiring towards something. Yeah, maybe it's that you feel like today strong would be really good, determined would be really good, clear, focused. Maybe it's soft, expansive, inclusive, kind. Let's see, what is the inner attitude that you imagine would be a really cool thing to cultivate in your day? Integrity, honesty, truth. See, who knows? Each of us have different inner aspirations. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a great day. I hope that your aspiration, that you create space to cultivate that. You know, I think that's the thing. Like, it's one thing to have an aspiration, and then there's this cultivation, like seeds. There's lots of seeds in the packets downstairs, but I have to tend to those seeds. I have to water them. I have to give them space. I have to give them time. So tend to the deep of you, and I will see you all tomorrow. Nice. Okay. Ciao, ciao. Thanks. Bye.